And expect heightened security at American airports for the time being. Presidential candidates weighed in after those attacks, some calling for changes to immigration rules.
Texas Senator Ted Cruz took things a step further, saying he wants law enforcement to step up its policing in Muslim neighborhoods in the U.S. He took some heat, but is standing by that statement tonight.
I will apologize to nobody with how vigorous I will be as president, fighting radical Islamic terrorists. If you are a jihadist, we are not coming after you to negotiate with you. We are not coming after you to interrogate you. We are coming after you to kill you.
That statement and earlier statements from frontrunner Donald Trump showing national security is on the minds of Republican voters. KXAN political reporter Phil Prazin looks into whether that will do more harm than good.
Muslims are a part of this country, and we have been for centuries.
Faria Akram is a young voter at UT Austin. She says this election is difficult for many Muslims.
It's made it worse, and I think it's definitely amplified a bunch of the hateful incidents you see happening.
GOP strategist Matt Makoviak says recent attacks and a perceived weakness in the Obama administration has the Republican Party looking for the candidate who can balance it all.
Oftentimes in campaigns, you worry a little bit more about the fears and the emotions than you do about good public policy. And oftentimes in government, you worry a little bit too much about good public policy and not about the fears and the emotions. So striking that balance in the right way is really the goal.
Some say that could have consequences. UT professor Jeremy Suri says terrorist cells thrive on communities that feel ostracized.
And that pandering now has become the mainstream Republican position for virtually all the candidates. And it builds upon itself. And now candidates Trump and Cruz are fighting to see who can be more extreme to get more headlines. And that's a shame.
We'll see what Americans want in the weeks and months ahead. Phil Prazin, KXAN News.
About half of Texas voters support a ban against non-U.S. Muslims. That's according to a poll from our partners at the Texas Tribune. That poll shows 46% of voters would be in favor of a ban stopping Muslims who were not American citizens from coming into this country. In addition, the poll shows more than half of voters in Texas also are not in favor of accepting Syrian refugees into the state, even with a security clearance process. Those in favor total about 1/3 of voters. When asked about immigration in general, 53% agreed with deporting undocumented immigrants who are in the U.S.